Hello, everybody. This is Jacqueline Kane, the Stop the Pain Specialist, going live here today to talk about law of attraction and what it has to do with your physical pain and why it's keeping you in physical pain. So let me just check in with my group and let me share this out. Still trying to get used to Facebook and all their changes. Hey Joyce, yay, you're here. So excited you're here. Just give me 1 second to, make sure we are really live. And if I can kind of see who's here. Great. So let's get started. And I will deal with some of the Facebook stuff. So again, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jacqueline Kane, the Stop the Pain Specialist. And I help women who are living with any kind of physical pain how to release that pain and live their life filled with power, pleasure, and passion. So if you're joining me, comment in the comments below where you're joining me from. And let me know what kind of physical, emotional, spiritual, or financial pain that you're living with and you're struggling with, because I would love to give you more information. But today I want to talk to you about the law of attraction and why is it important when we're working on getting out of pain and staying out of pain. So simply, the law of attraction is the ability to attract into our lives whatever we are focusing on. So simply put, the law of attraction is the law of cause and effect. Many people come to me because they're living with some kind of physical, emotional, or spiritual, or physical, financial pain. And it's important in the beginning, I teach people to know that there is a mind-body pain connection. And again, whether you're talking about physical pain, emotional pain, or finances, there is a connection, and it is super important to understand that, to begin to understand that so that you can get to the bottom of it. So, for example, just making some notes here. Hi, Paula. So usually when people come to me, most of the time they're living with physical pain, and I always ask them immediately, what's the emotion underneath? Because underneath all our pain is the emotion. And once you understand the emotion, then we can do the work to trace it back to when it first began. So for many of us, when we're living with physical pain, there's frustration and annoyance because it's all they think about. And I've had moments where I either bite my tongue and that's literally bite my tongue, not bite my tongue because I shouldn't be saying something, or we bump our toe on a table or something, and that pain, that intensity, that's all we think about. There's nothing else that we focus on. That's what the people who are living in physical pain think about all the time. And so if that's you, leave a comment in the comment and let me know that that's where you are. And for those of you who are living with physical, constant, chronic pain, what I'm going to talk to you about today, you can start to understand it, but you're at a very different place. So when we are focused on physical pain, we're dealing with a lot of physical pain in the body, it just consumes us, right? It literally consumes us, and that's all we focus on. And we, in that moment, because we're focusing on it, and because of the law of attraction, we're attracting more of that physical pain. So on another level, we're constantly bringing more of that to us. And I totally understand when you are having debilitating crisis mode, it's really, really difficult to start shifting or even to believe that it's possible to get out of pain, or that there's even hope for you that something will work. So if that's where you're at, please know that you can get on the phone with me and let's have a conversation to find out what it is that you really need, because when we're in crisis, when we're having that much level of pain in our body, in our life, there's deeper work to do. So, and some things that I really want you to do if you are in crisis mode right now, I want you to get out a journal and paper and pen and just start writing. And again, like I said, what's the emotion under the pain? Is it frustration? Is it annoyance? And just start writing. Who are you annoyed with? When did you first feel that annoyance? What in your life right now is showing up to make you feel annoyed and frustrated? Sometimes there's a person you're angry at. What's the situation that happened? And just start journaling that out. And keep going until you feel a shift. Many times when I've done this and my clients do this, we feel that energetic shift of like, ooh, I've moved something, right? But there's no space energetically or mentally to have any more information come in. So if that's where you are, you can pause this and just go ahead and just take paper and pen and just start writing until you feel that's gone. If you're not in crisis and you have some physical pain or just some things in your life that are challenging you, if you have physical pain, think of the one area in your body that doesn't have pain, that feels really good, right? Like maybe it's your big toe. Your big toe feels amazing. Or your head feels amazing because right now in this moment it's not congested, that your thoughts are on fire and that you can think clearly. The more you focus on the things that are working well and going smoothly, the more you bring in more space for that to expand. If you're dealing with emotional pain and depression, where in your life do you feel energetically good? Where do you feel happy? What is showing up in your life that gives you joy? And can you lean more into that? Right? That's the law of attraction. What is it you're attracting into your life? And is it what you want? And a good way to measure this is what are you attracting? Take a step back and look in your life. Are you attracting days where your car is falling apart, where clients are canceling, where there's irritation, where you run into every red light, you're running late, people are yelling at you, there's just no joy? Or are you having most days where there's green lights all the way, time is expanding, everything's working out perfectly, your body feels amazing, you have all this energy and excitement? Like really take note of what is showing up. And that's really a really good indicator of what you're attracting. Because if you're attracting those days where you get in your car and your car battery's dead or the car's not driving, things just aren't going well, there's some inner thing energetically, remember that mind-body connection, that is letting you know you're not on target. You're not in alignment with what you want, the health you want, and the wealth you want. So where can you shift? And sometimes it's very simple. Sometimes we can tune into the frustration and say, oh boy, that frustration, that reminds me when I was a child and how I was treated. And I remember yesterday when this person treated me that way, and I totally forgot. But things shifted. So sometimes it's just a matter of just rethinking what came on the last 24 hours and then say, okay, let me heal that inner child in me so that I can go on and move forward. But if there's days and days of annoyance and things are just not going right, really tap in and take the time. So some of the things I recommend and I tell my clients to do are, one, to sit down with journal and pen and say, what's the emotion that's coming up for me right now? And when did it start? Let me see, I even made some notes here, trying to be prepared. So some of the questions are, when was the first time I felt frustrated? If you go back in time, when did you first feel frustration? How old were you? What was going on at that time? How did it make me feel? Was there a lesson in that? Was there something that I needed to learn? And why is it showing up in my life right now? Is there something I need to learn from it today? And so when we get down to those answers, then you can decide, okay, so what was it? How do I want to feel today? And how can I bring in more ease and flow? And where in my body do I feel ease and flow? And can I expand that feeling of ease and flow, where you bring it outside of yourself, and can you bring it into your space? And can you bring more ease and flow into your day? And whether you have your own business, can you bring that into your business? If you have a job, can you bring that into your job? Right? And bring more and tune into the energy and the feeling of ease and flow. And can you trust that everything's working out for you? Because when we start trusting, when we start listening to the wisdom of the body, for example, many people who have physical pain, if they have physical pain in their low back, there's a lot about support. How supported am I feeling in my life? And where do I not feel supported first? And why is it showing up? And sometimes what's coming through is sometimes I'm not supporting myself. Am I people-pleasing too much? Am I giving too much? And how can I get back in alignment with my soul and start supporting me more? And then how can I give that support maybe to other people? But we have to give it to ourselves first. So let's see, I just wanted to check the comments. Yes, Paula, it's so important, right? Focusing on the part that feels well. Sometimes we forget. We think we need to focus. We think if I focus on the pain, then that's what I need to get rid of it. But no, it's really, how can I shift that into focusing on the good points, the good things that are happening, the blessings in our lives. Hey, Linda, yes, great tip to tap into and take the time to listen. And yes, Paula, more ease and flow. I love it. Yeah, because there's so much going on. We are overloaded. And as women, we do and we give and give and give. And there's a long list of to-do lists. I get it. I have it myself. But it's important to just slow down. Just slow down. And I love the phrase, time is expanding and everything is getting done that needs to get done, and I am 100% supported. And so that's a totally different energy, right, to bring into your life. So when you bring in more of that energy, see how it feels in your body. And what would it be like if you had more ease and flow of movement, of flexibility, and all these things? So thank you, ladies, for being on here. This is all about law of attraction. And let me know what you're attracting into your life. I do believe that we are all powerful beings and we are manifesting all the time. It's just a matter of what is it we're manifesting, and do we like what we're manifesting, or do we want something else? And what do I need to do to shift into something else? So I hope this helped. I'd love to know if you have any questions. Again, it's Jacqueline Kane, the Stop the Pain Specialist, all about law of attraction today and what kind of physical pain that you're attracting and how can you shift into more ease and flow and attracting more of that. So I hope you all have an amazing day. It's Friday. Have an awesome weekend and take care. Bye.